Good morning. Um, just got through praying, and some things came to me, reminding me about things that have already come to me, and things that still to come. So anyway, I'm out with my sister slash cousin Sean and my auntie, and we out camping. So I'm gonna get this message, make it quick, but. I was told the title is Ezekiel chapter 3. Verse 1 to 5 is what I was told to put up over the title. So I'm going to read that first. And it says, Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go and speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowls with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. Okay, and when I was praying before I get this message, I kept seeing a spirit that had a black camel's-like coat covering them. And then I kept seeing that spirit that looked like a priest that has the Hebrew vest on with all the different stones in it. Kept seeing both of them off and on while I was praying and this was going on. So let me read this and get off of here. 10:9:23, 10:20 a.m. I just got through praying, and as I prayed, there was a cry that came from my soul. God, excuse me, I'm at the campsite and trying to do this. I can't walk around because my glasses are broken, so y'all gonna hear them speaking in the background. So ain't nothing I can do about that. Anyway, like I said, as I prayed, there was a cry that came from my soul and spirit. Yes, I said my soul and spirit because of what I was feeling, Father Yahweh, because what I was feeling, Father Yahweh is crying about or feeling. And so what I'm really trying to say is I believe that he touched me to let me know how he was feeling. And the touch that came from him causes my soul and my spirit to cry out in a way. I haven't did this since I first started seeking him in this way. So I'm going to boldly say that this is coming from him because I haven't had a touch like that in my soul and spirit in almost a decade. At least 7 years. It's been a long time. And the cry that was coming from deep within. And I know anytime that cry come like that, it's because I done been touched. It's because God is grieving, God is crying, God is sad. You know what I mean? But like I said, God knows all these things must be. So I'm gonna finish reading what's on here. Anyway, I was touched in my soul and my spirit, and he was letting me know, I believe, how he was feeling about what was going on. But as I go on, you will see that even he reminded me that this was already written and this was what happened. So anyway, so let me read this. Yes, I said my soul, and because of what I feel Father Yahweh is crying out about, I believe I believe he touched me this morning and let me feel his pain and hurt because we still refuse to listen. As I prayed, I tried to ask him for his help for me and everyone else. I thanked him for my brothers and sisters over there in Africa that serve him, that I listen to and praise and worship with. As I thanked him for Victoria Orenzi, Nathaniel Bassi, and William McDowell, and others that I listen to that helps me, when I'm down, because they praise is different than what's going on over here. Not saying that we don't have no brothers and sisters over here that praise, because we do, but it's just different, And I got so moved the other day, man. It was like 2:30 in the morning over here. I wanted to go outside and praise, but the campsite after 11 o'clock, you got to, I'm feeling had a hard time going to sleep because I wanted to do that thing. Anyway, I started to cry. I started to cry after I wanted to, okay, let me go back up here because I got off to saying something. Let me just say this and get off, okay? Let me go back up and read this all over again. Forgive me. As I prayed, I tried to ask him for his help for me and everyone else. I thanked him for my brothers and sisters over there in Africa that serve him, that I listen to and praise and worship with. As I thanked him for Victoria Orenzi, Nathaniel Bassi, and William McDowell, and others that I listen to over there, I started to cry. And yes, I know William McDowell is from over here, but he was over there with them. Okay. I started to cry as I was thanking him for them. Okay. A deep cry, a moaning and groaning that came from a long cry at the end. And I said, I don't understand, Father. He then started to reveal to me that the enemy was planning attacks over there in Africa, in different places. I then said, no, Father, this can't be. They are praising and worshiping you like crazy over there. I then heard the nest has been stirred up. I said, I don't understand, Father. I then was reminded about Matthew chapter 24, verse 6 and 7, and the things I was told and had been told over and over the years. So I remember how for the last few years, how I've been told to pay attention to the Middle East, the earthquakes, the storms, the mass shootings, but I was confused after being told, after being reminded, I was still confused. Okay, I was being reminded of these things, and he was reminding me about my district, but I was still confused because I couldn't get past the way that they praise and worship him over there. I couldn't get past it. So I wasn't comprehending the things that I knew that I had been told over and over the years. Because what happened early this week when we first got here on the first, second, and third, if y'all could have felt and picked up things that I was picking up in the spirit realm, but couldn't see, y'all will understand. I was already being weighed down in the spirit, but couldn't really pray and get in the spirit to see what was going on, even though I tried a couple of times, and I went out, walked, talked to him, and everything. But anyway, the mass shootings, but I was still confused because this praise and worship over there, was different and powerful. And I just couldn't bring myself to understand how he would let them do anything to them over there. I was reminded again about it already being written about things like this, okay? I was then reminded about New York, Georgia, Florida, Texas, California, and Washington State. Some things will be happening in these states. I've been told different things, so I wasn't told specifically what different things that I was told in the past was going to be happening, but I know some things going to be happening there that's been revealed to me. Okay. I have been told about how he is not pleased with a lot of men and women of God in Georgia and and Texas, and other things that's going on in the other 3 states with mass shooting, storms, earthquakes, in the sea and on land. Anyway, at the end of this prayer, and at the end of this prayer, coming to the end of this prayer, I heard hive, the word hive, just one word, hive. Okay, so that made me think about what come to me earlier about how the nest was stirred. Okay, the nest is stirred. Okay, and yes, I forgot to write that down. I was told how the praise and worship over there was the cause of it. I guess so. I guess they praising the Lord and doing what the Lord and the devil trying to he's trying to respond by doing the wicked and evil that he doing to make it seem like God not hearing him, but he is. Trust me, he is. You know, anyway, where we at? I was at the end of the prayer. I heard the word hive. I then thought about how I kept picking up early in this week, and the first 3 or 4 days, that it was something real bad going on in the spirit realm, and how I kept picking it up but not being able to see it like I used to. Anyway, I was told Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1 to 5 came to me after I was reminded about the 3 scrolls I seen in the spirit realm that came to me on 10/2/23 that had death written on it on the first one, judgment on the second one, and blessings on the third one. So those was the 3 scrolls. The last scroll I didn't know. Oh shoot, my glasses, bro. I'm not understanding why it came in that order. Why the one with blessing on it came in the end. I'm not understanding why death judgment came in that way. Why they weren't written on. Not understanding any of that. But excuse me, I broke my glasses. Had them in my pocket, so I had to take and rearrange them and fix them to read. But anyway, that takes me back to, on the second one, the scrolls come to me. And what came to me on 10/2/2023 at 9:31 a.m., just got through praying. I must be truthful with myself. I don't know where any of this is going with me or with me, I can't glass with me, period. Okay. I was told to read Luke, start back reading Luke chapter 16, verse 19 and 31 until this year ends. Now, this is something that I have been told to read over and over for years. Luke chapter 16, verse 19 and 31. And I was told to start by reading it to the end of this year. Okay. I seen, okay, I seen this man in the spirit realm carrying these 3 scrolls. I know one of the scrolls had judgment. The last one had blessing. The first scroll I can't remember, but I have seen this spirit that carries these scrolls many times, and it has always been what was written on them that happened. The first scroll, it just came to me that it had death written on it, but not for sure. Anyway, something's wrong. I write now. This on the second. Anyway, something wrong. I was picking up that something bad was going on in the spirit realm. Real bad. as this was going on. And I kept saying, I can't see it. I can't see it, something bad going on, And, even though I tried to pray, my eyes wouldn't open up the spirit realm to see this. I now realized that it was what God was still revealing to me about the Middle East. Because when he first started telling me about the Middle East, he was mentioning Iran, Iraq, Israel, the places right in there, telling me to pay attention to it, So, anyway, where we at? Okay. All right here. Okay, all right, something's wrong. God is not the author of confusion, I tell myself. And I'm saying this to myself and asking him to help me to understand it, because what I was feeling, it was a feel that the people that know how the spirit realm operate, or that walk in the spirit, and their flesh is not overwhelming them, where they're not walking in the flesh, like you said in John, and I've been told that I'm going to have to do this when I get home, John chapter 3, verse 1 to 8, because God, spoke to me, I believe he was speaking to me or revealing things to me without saying nothing. So let me say that God touched my understanding. I believe my understanding was touched by him. Let me say it in that way. And, as I seen the mist come over the waters to this lake where we at, let me go show y'all this right here. So this is what's been going on for the last 9-10 days. This lake out there, I don't know if you ever see it. Hey, y'all.
Good morning. Good morning.
You all right? Okay. See, this is late. This is what I've been sitting out here, You got to look kind of funny. I don't want to put nobody on a video, because a lot of people don't be wanting that. So they sitting outside and walking away. But, I've been sitting out here at the campfires. These little campfires and stuff that they get. You sit out there right behind fire. How you doing?
Good.
So, just been sitting out here trying to enjoy myself at the same time, trying to talk to him. But, I hope that somebody that knows Victoria and Nathaniel Bassey and them like that, they can let them know that, it's the enemy's busy. It's time for them to really step their praise up some more, because the that is already stirred up, but we need for the soldiers in the spirit around to take and move on our behalf, and God is listening to their prayer. I'm telling you, man, this cry that was in my soul and my spirit, I haven't experienced that in that way in at least 7 to 10 years, and that's for real. And when I get touched like that and moving in the spirit, like it's something that's going on real big. Now, we already seen this to happen over there in Israel, okay? And they said that they weren't being warned, but God was warning us. He was giving us warnings. He was giving me a warning, but I want to understand it, because I need to seek him more to be able to understand than a lot of us do. It was making it known. My soul was so way down when I was praying early this week. And I knew something was going on. And y'all that had discernment know that I ain't lying. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here. I love y'all. Have a blessed day. I'm going to finish enjoying this last day here, So when I get back, I know I got to do John chapter 3, verse 1 to 8. Thank y'all. Have a blessed day. Love you.